Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Big Things Kentucky. What's going on with you, Coach?
What's going on, man? I'm have no fear. Big Things Kentucky's here. I'm Coach B, my main man, Coach Truck in the building. Want to tell y'all, make sure y'all pick up some Big Things swag, new shirt today. We also got a new logo coming out. We try a little something different I've been working on. So look for that next week. But you need a shirt, hit Coach Truck up. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. He's all over the place.
Yes, sir. So what's going on with you, Coach, man?
What's going on, man? Just trying to see if everything's gonna keep rolling like we're doing pretty good. I see it was something that came out the other day showing the numbers for the testing like it's going pretty good. I have 190 high schools reporting.
Yeah, man. Everything looks like it's going good. So hopefully we get this going. There's a KHSA meeting this week, and they're going to finalize everything. So hopefully we'll have good news this week.
Can't wait to get back to a little bit of normalcy, Coach, for sure.
All right, Coach, man, continuing with our Zoom meetings and tours of the state, we're going to stay in the city, and we're going to hit my man, Coach Jon Smith, head coach of my Tates Creek Commodores.
What's going on, Coach Smith? How you doing?
Good. I can't complain. I mean, I guess I can complain, but that wouldn't solve anything. How y'all doing?
All right, Coach. Man, you know, we getting ready for this season, Coach. Man, how things going out there for the program, Coach? How we been doing?
I mean, it's going. I mean, I think everybody's got the same obstacles. I think we might have a few more than some schools with the new construction of the new high school. So, you know, that's put a hinder on some of the days we've been able to work out. But, you know, it's going. I mean, it's a different time right now. I have to say.
So how are the kids taking to this, Coach? You notice anything for them?
For the most part, I feel like the kids are involved. You know, I do have several that parents aren't allowing them to play during the whole COVID thing. You know, a couple of kids that I feel like probably could have played for some playing time in the varsity level. But, you know, it is what it is. You know, we're probably not the only school in that type of situation.
Coach, do you feel like it's going to be a chore to catch up to where you would normally be this time of the year? You know, right now you don't have the footballs out. You just kind of doing a lot of conditioning, so everybody should be in shape. So, I mean, is it going to take a while to catch up to speed to where you want to be at to get ready for this first game?
That's the one thing that I'm not a big fan of right now, is I feel like the KHSAA is kind of rushing us. I wish, you know, South Carolina, they got to start practice yesterday. Their first game is September the 11th. I feel like they're not giving us enough time to get these kids ready for our first game. We lost 23 seniors last year. We're returning 2 starters. You know, I mean, I'm not going to say this is a rebuilding year, but we're going to be extremely young. I have basically 2 returning starters that are seniors, and I have 7 seniors total on my team, you know. So, you know, the learning curve for us is very, very wide right now. We just don't have we've got talent. We just don't have a lot of talent that's played on a Friday night.
Absolutely. So, yeah, it's got to be one of your biggest obstacles. So, I mean, think about it. You lost the spring, you lose the summer with those kids. So, I know that's going to be big for you there. Try to get those new kids up to speed as well.
You know, that is true, the biggest obstacle. And then, you know, next week, if they allow us to start practicing, we only have 7.5 hours with the kids. So, basically, you're Monday through Thursday for an hour and a half. And then you got to take Friday off. So, then you go into the next week. You've got that you can go, I think it's 10 hours that next week, but then you have to limit the amount of contact, if I'm reading it correctly. So, and then, you know, we basically have 8 days to get ready with helmets and shoulder pads to play a very strong North Hardin team.
Yeah.
Now, Coach, man, we had a great season. We had an amazing season last year, Coach. You know, we moved on. A big win over Simon Kenton at home. Whooped them, Coach. I was shocked how bad we beat them. That was an amazing game for us. How we going to go to that next level, Coach? I mean, we can losing the quarterback, receivers. We losing everybody, man. How we going to do this, Coach?
You know, it honestly is that old coaching cliche of we're just going to have to take it one game at a time and continue to improve. You know, we did lose a lot of talent, but I will say I feel like the future is bright here at Tates Creek. We've got a lot of returning skill.
Now, who's set to fill the shoes for Luke Doobie and Miles Thomas, man, that dynamic duo, is it anybody in the wings right now? Do you kind of know, or?
You know, I mean, quarterback is a position that we're going to probably be pretty young at. We don't have any seniors or juniors quarterbacks right now. So right now we're looking at a sophomore, and we got a couple of sophomores that we're looking at, and we have a really strong freshman coming in this year that, you know, the kids there can do it. At wide receiver, we have some talent that's young. You know, we returned Trey Bordis back from last year's team. I think he had 33 catches. You know, he was a solid contributor. We've got some other guys that were in the mix last year. I know we lost our top 3 receivers from last year's team, but we've got several juniors in the waiting that are just waiting for their chance.
Now, Coach, you know, of course, your stud running back, Marcus Bosley, he dealt with injuries for 2 years, and you had a young kid behind him, Matthew Underwood, who was hurt early on. Are you expecting big things out of him this year? I know he had good glimpses of being great, but you expect big things out of him this year?
You know, Matthew, he's really gotten a lot faster in the offseason. He trained with our track coach, Coach Hawks, and Coach Hawks was able to get some good speed on him. He's probably already added about 20 pounds to his frame. So I think that was one of the problems with him last year. He was only a sophomore. You know, he hadn't really been in our weight room program. So he was a skinnier back. You know, he's been able to pack some pounds on. And the one thing is, last night when I was looking at our running back group, we had 10 varsity running backs that were in that group last night. So there's one position that I feel like we do have some depth at is the running back position. I would say if I have any concerns for this season right now, it's just, you know, we lost our entire offense and defensive line. So we're basically not returning any starters in that area, you know. So you guys know it all goes by the big guys up front. So that's going to be going into the season, you know, kind of, I wouldn't say much of a question mark, but, you know, let's see how well these younger kids are going to be able to, you know, take on that big responsibility.
Now, you say your line is, you know, you're bringing back a lot of young kids. Did those guys get a lot of experience last year, or are they really inexperienced as well?
On the D line, we are returning back some kids that were in the rotation last year. On the offensive side of the ball, I think we're returning 2 kids that got some playing time in certain situations, because early in the season last year, we did have a little bit of a battle with the injury bug. And I think that helped contribute to a little bit of our struggles early on. And then we finally started getting healthy around that Bryan Station game. You know, they are returning some experience. We do have some size. We have some kids that have the size, and they check all the boxes. But once again, it's just that they've not been in that Friday night game. They've not really been competing. You know, they've been in some games when we've been up and gotten to, you know, experience some of the situations. But it's still one of those things that we won't really know what we have until we suit up against North Hardin, with all the restrictions that we've gotten placed in front of us.
Coach, man, we appreciate sitting down with us. Heck of a job on last year. It was funny how you started off a little rough, but once everybody got back from injury, y'all made a heck of a run. You know, I was really proud. I rode with Tates Creek for the last couple of years, Coach, unlike my coach out there. But, you know, that's all right. Coach, I wear a size 4X shirt. You want to get my Tates Creek shirt to me. You know, don't be like that guy over there. He's not a true fan. He just jumps on the win. So
we might have to wait for that with them canceling our first 3 games of the season. Those were all home games too, so that's putting a big damper on.
Coach Smith, once again, man, always great to talk to you, man. Great interview every time, man. We appreciate you coming on.
Appreciate you guys, what you guys do for local sports.
All right, Coach. We winning, we riding, baby. I'm with you all the way, Coach. I got you.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate
Coach, man, up next, we got probably one of the hottest lineman recruits in the state, my Frederick Douglass's own Jager Burton.
MTCB. What's going on, my guy? You doing all right? How's mom and dad doing?
They're good. How are you all?
All right. Tell Mama Burton I say hello, Coach Burton. Well, man, I guess the elephant in the room is you the hottest thing in the state of Kentucky right now, man. Have you limited down to so many schools? What's your top 5 or 10? What are you looking at?
I have a top 7 with Alabama, Clemson, Kentucky, Oregon, Penn State, Ohio State, Texas.
Okay.
Man, boy, that's one heck of a list, man. You done put in the work to earn that. You know what I'm saying? What was like when you first realized you was like, man, this is for real?
I went to Kentucky last year for it was like just a random game that I was going for as a recruit, like a noon game. And like they were talking to me a lot more than they normally did. And then they said Coach Stoops wanted to talk to me. So I went down to like his little office and he offered me. And then like after that, the next day at school, Purdue and West Virginia offered me, and then it just like kind of got real from there, like going to more camps in the summer and all that. So yeah, that's probably when I kind of realized like that it was like my dream was coming true, kind of.
So how's it been for you going through this process?
It's been kind of surreal to me. People you see on TV all the time, like Coach Sweeney and Coach Stephen, even Coach Stoops living in Kentucky, and like a few other guys like talking on the phone with Lane Kiffin at Ole Miss now. And all those guys like you see when you grow up. It's just kind of like it's weird to humanize people you see on TV all talk to them. So it's been like a surreal experience, definitely. And I would just say like a ginormous play. A lot of kids are good enough to play at the level I've got opportunities to play at and looked at. It's kind of just like you got to be good enough, and you got to be lucky enough to get recruited. And I think Douglass does like one of the best jobs, not even in the state but in the nation, of putting their kids out there and staying in contact with college coaches and just like pressing on them to if they think they're good enough to play at that level, to get them an offer at any level.
Now, man, you know we got to the championship. And we didn't finish like we wanted to, man. So what did you do? You know, what's been your motivation for your senior year as you get ready to start this season?
What you just talked about, our motto this year. Last year it was all in. This year it's finish. We got right where we wanted to, and I think a little problem was, you know, whenever we beat everyone so bad going up to that, even the teams that people didn't think we were going to beat. Like, I remember you all picked team up north to beat us the first time we played them, and we –
Huh? Nah, baby. I'm Douglass all the way, baby.
I have the screenshot on my phone because I remember that day at school. We always watch it Fridays in our weightlifting class because we have, like, a day off, like, stretch and recover before the game. And I remember me, Josh, Walker, and a few other dudes were – laying there watching it, and I remember I saw that, and I instantly screenshotted it. I was like, okay. I honestly think that might have been a big reason why we came out of the gate so fast. Everyone was a little mad, but because Douglas doesn't get in that situation a lot where people think they're going to lose. I don't know, when you beat people all the time so bad, and you know you're the bad guy in Lexington, and then you go play other schools out, and you're like, they can play with us. So it's kind of we were kind of shell shocked the first half, like, why aren't we beating these guys 45-0 like we normally do? So that's why I think it's good for us to get to play people this year like St. X and people that can really I guess give us a game. Not that Lexington schools in the city can't give us a game, but we always
hold on, man. Let me speak for you, man. You know, we got the streak rolling, and we doing what we doing. I know you can't say that, but I'm going to say it. A5 Bronco, baby. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Hey, Jager, he's wearing a red shirt. That's why I got a red shirt on when he got you on here. It should be orange.
Hey, man.
You know where his love is.
My orange shirt's at the cleaners, man.
Yeah, you'd have to run Cardinals at Douglas if you wore red. So,
man, how's this year going to your senior? How's it feel being without your boy Walker Parks, man? I remember y'all from LCA. You know, y'all been together for the last 3 years, doing your thing, man. So I know it's how's it been without him in the huddle with you, being around? I know y'all pretty tight. Y'all families are too. So how's it been without him?
It's definitely been weird. You know, you always have that one person. I think every dude on the team kind of has like that one person that they're really close with, and they come to with everything on and off field. It's still kind of weird, but I mean, everything about my senior year so far has been really weird. Just like with COVID and all that. So I think it's kind of taken a lot of focus off of me not being around Walker with, just seeing if we're even going to get to play. So, but he's loving Clemson and all that, and he's already second string being a freshman at Clemson, which is insane. So I know he's enjoying it, which helps a lot. He's not miserable or anything.
Now, how do you feel about going into this season with the COVID and everything and a little bit of uncertainty? We'll know tomorrow as far as like what KHSA's finalized plans will be. How you feel about going into this season?
I mean, there's nothing really we can do as players and even the coaches other than just give what they let us do and just do it to the best of our abilities, which is what we've been doing at Douglass, seeing groups of 10, social distancing, mask, wiping down bars after you finish with them, and then getting out there fast. You can't even exit where you entered at. You got to go at a different exit, so you got to walk all the way around to your cars. But no one really talks about that. We're just all happy to be there, and I think it's kind of for every team in the state, it's kind of given everyone a not that people weren't grateful to be at football to begin with, but it's like you realize how easily it can be taken away from you with weird stuff that just goes on. So it's like everyone's more committed, and whenever you get you feel like something's about to get taken away from you, you realize how much you need it or you want it. So
how's that transition been between Coach Landis and Coach Nair? How's that been? Coach McPeak Nair, how's that been?
It was definitely a little weird at first. Not necessarily because Coach McPeak stepped in, just because Coach Landis left. I mean, I think at the end of the day, everyone understood that Coach Landis had a better opportunity, and we all wanted that for him, and we knew it was coming. We just didn't know it was going to happen my senior year. We had talked about it a few weeks before that, that he was going to leave the year after we left, and then it happened 2 days after that. With Coach McPeak there, it's the same thing. I mean, he brings a little bit different ideas to the table like every coach does. Not that either theirs are better or worse, but he's really done a great job of transitioning Coach Landis' mindset and what he built the program on, the same core values and all that, into his view of coaching and how he wants to run the offense and how he motivates us, which is just there's obviously a little bit of different coaching styles. Either one were better or worse. It's been really good. Really great, honestly, with Coach McPeak being the head coach. And obviously that's my guy too. That's the guy I spend the most time with. So I couldn't have picked a better head coach at all to take over for Coach Landis.
Now, have you set a date, when you want to make your announcement, or are you just kind of taking it as it goes as far as, where we going to take this to the next level?
I was going to do it August 24th before all this COVID happened, which is my birthday, which is Monday. But obviously COVID kind of changed a lot of stuff. So right now I'm kind of I've been waiting for tomorrow for a while. I haven't really been thinking about recruiting. I haven't really been talking to anyone, just trying to see, if we're going to get to play, because that kind of matters. Because if we are going to get to play, then I obviously want to just focus on high school season. But if we aren't, then I might as well just wait and see if we're going to be able to visit again or anything like that. So tomorrow I'll know a little bit more about my timeline, and because if we're gonna, it's a quick turnaround. Camp's normally 4 weeks. We get a week. There's 3 weeks, so we go a week helmet, a week uppers, and a week full pads, and then it's game. So it'll be a lot quicker. So I'll need to sit down and try to figure out what I'm going to do in regards to college-wise, if they decide that we're going to stay on track.
Have you noticed a change in your recruiting as far as contact from coaches and everything and that type of stuff, or has it all pretty much stayed the same?
Yeah, definitely. There's been a big difference because they can't practice. You have time restrictions with COVID, especially in college. So it's they have a lot more free time to just text you or try to do Zoom calls and all that stuff, watch film with you, and recruit. So there's been a lot more. That's why I think you've seen a big uprising commitments and stuff, is because college coaches are really recruiting it's 2 weeks before signing day right now, and they have been for a while. So yeah, it's definitely a lot more to handle now than it was before.
Hey, Jager, man, we appreciate you sitting down with us tonight, man. Of course, being one of the biggest recruits in the state, man. We wish you nothing but the best on your season. Like I said, great young man from a great family. Like I said, I've been blessed to have your family in our life for a couple of years. So, man, like I said, wish you nothing but the best, and represent Kentucky, baby. Wherever you go, represent. If it's here, represent. Just keep doing your thing.
Good luck,
yes,
man.
Sir. Appreciate it. I'll see y'all at the game.
All right. Thanks.
And that was a great interview with him. As always, my A5 Broncos looking to do big things for the 2020 season, as long as we get the okay from KHSAA. Coach, man, it's a good show.
Before we go, man, we'll give our heartfelt condolences to the Tates Creek family, the Wade family for the passing of Michael Wade. Great young man, played basketball for Coach Gay at Tates Creek. He was going to University of Louisville. Actually moved his stuff into the dorm that Saturday afternoon, man, and then got his life tragically taken away, man. So our prayers go to them, their families, our youth in the city of Lexington, man, and Louisville as well. You know, it's tough for these kids out here. And so for the young man's life to be cut short like that, it's terrible. You know, we got sons. Yours is 21, mine's 19. So every time like that, it hits home, man, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. We're praying for all y'all, man. Hang in there. And, you know, nothing but love for you, man, for sure. You know, it's tough for you kids now. So our hearts and prayers go out to his family, Tates Creek community, Tates Creek family, and everybody else, man, in the city of Lexington, for sure. New to young man.